Time for another board game review, and this time we have the game Light Hunters Battalion of Darkness. This was sent to me by DTDA and is designed by Sergio Matsumoto. Light Hunters is a heroic fantasy card game for 2 to 8 players. Work as a team to form your battalion and crush the enemy camp to bring back the glory of your past. Let me show you how to play. So, in Light Hunters, you have these heroes, and isn't that art gorgeous? Look at this art. It's really quite pretty. You got a nice creepy vibe, really beautifully painted. Great. Flip those over so you don't even get to see them. This is a huge mistake, I think, because now you're looking at a bookmark of text and you've already forgotten what they look like. Anyway, so these are what player bookmarks look like. Each player starts with 2 Spirit of Light cards, and also we mark, based on the number underneath the name, their health points. And the energy level is 1 ether, and you add these each round. So, during the round, all heroes play once, following the order indicated by a diagram. There are different diagrams depending on if it's 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4. You can also do a one-on-one game where each player controls 2 heroes. On your turn, let's start with Weyaya here. Weyaya would discard any active skills. They don't have any. Then they draw 2 cards. And then they can play Spirit of Light cards that match certain skills. Now, I'm just going to say it here, and I'll mention it later. This is awful. I cannot, I'm sorry. Having to tell the difference between this and this and this and this and this at a glance is so frustrating. If Weyaya plays one of these cards, matching the level 1, they can shoot a lightning bolt. Deal 1 damage to an enemy hero, like so. Discard that card. Now, because we are in Ether level 1, you can only use skill or spells up to that level total. So let's say it was Ether level, the round was Ether level 3. This basically increases at the end of every round of players' turns. If it was level 3, Weyaya could do, if they had the right cards, summon Ozu with their level 2 skill that costs 2 points to make a character appear. Ozu is like this weird little spirit that protects Weyaya. And then, since it's the 3 ether, they could spend a lightning bolt, one to spend a lightning bolt to do another damage to a hero. Totaling up to 3. They could also, if they had 3 lightning bolt cards, they could have just shot this 3 times. It just has to add up to whatever the current ether level is. Another thing you can do is if you have 3 of the same type of card, you can discard 3 of identical symbols to draw a card from the deck. Once you are done, you discard down to 5 if you have more than 5 cards, and then the next player goes. If you die by running out of HP, you discard your cards. If you're resurrected later, some heroes can resurrect. You start without cards in your hand, and yeah, this ether cost goes up after each round, like I mentioned, up to 5. And that's pretty much the whole game. So let's just kind of look at some of these different skills. Weyaya here, Lightning Bolt does damage, summoning can summon Ozu. They can power up Ozu with Ritual. Incantation, you steal a card from an enemy hero. Resurrection, bring back an allied hero with 5 health points. We've got Lucrezia here. Discard a card from an enemy hero. Fog, all allied heroes dodge the next enemy attack for 1 round. Life Drain, deal 2 damage to an enemy hero and restore as much health points as damage dealt to an allied hero. Curse, discard all cards of all the enemy heroes. So you can see they all have different spells, different effects. The card distribution is basically that level 1 skills there are more of those cards in the deck, and level 5 cards are very rare. And that's the game. You just hit each other with skills until the HP is gone, and that's the game. So it's a shame about the art because it's got a very beautiful, creepy vibe. It looks really nice. And then you have to flip them over. You don't even see the art. You're just looking at a bookmark of text. Why? Why wouldn't you just make this like a card? So you could see the art, see the skills. It doesn't save space. It just makes the box long and tall and awkward.
it's honestly a huge waste. Gameplay-wise, this is okay. I didn't have a bad time with it, but it's very luck-based, as you have to hope you draw the correct Spirit of Light cards. The iconography is completely terrible. The fact that those symbols look so similar to each other, and it's so hard to read at first glance. I don't know why that is the way it is. Also, yeah, you can discard 3 to draw a new one, but then you're still hoping you get the right ones, and if you don't, you're just kind of fucked. I like that the ether level rises so you can do more skills, but that doesn't solve the fact that if you don't have the right cards, you can't do anything, and you're just stuck to whatever you have. I think something that would have helped this game, couple suggestions. One, if you're stuck with a turn where you don't get to use your full ether level, you could maybe, I don't know, save some of that as like free energy for a later turn, or maybe a certain amount of free energy could be exchanged for wild cards or something, or even just having a higher level skill card can be played as a lower skill card. Something like that. Something that gives you a little more control if you're just shit out of luck because you don't have the right cards to do anything. Other than that, it's a very straightforward, just use skills and beat each other up game, and I thought the skills were, fine. There's nothing here that's super special. There are much better versions of this game out there. And with the significant issues that I've listed, I really can't recommend this over pretty much most other battle type games. It's not a terrible design, but it's pretty significantly flawed and doesn't stand out at all.